So, da sind wir wieder in der wachen Welt.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
Das hast du beim letzten Mal schon gesagt und wir mussten es erneut über uns ergehen lassen. Das tut mir sehr leid, aber... So, pass auf. Wir gehen zu ihr und machen Folgendes. Komm schon. Wir geben ihr den roten Stuff.
I've found the thing you asked me for. But are you absolutely certain it won't harm you?
Don't be silly. Of course it won't.
Fine. I hope you know what you're doing. Can I have your name band now, please?
Yes. No matter what they say, I do keep my promises.
What do they... You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you for your help.
So, da haben wir das Armband. Das heißt, wir können raus. Das machen wir jetzt. Entlassungsbrief, Armband, jawohl.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, all right. I didn't realize you knew how to read. There you go. Can I go now?
Of course. Thank you, Mom. We'll see you soon.
Nein, sicher werden wir
No.
das nicht.
You won't. Now get out of my way.
Oh, jetzt wird sie aber böse, die liebe Susan. So, wo sind wir hier? Tür? Eine Lagerraumtür, da gehen wir mal rein. Natürlich ist die abgeschlossen. Was haben wir hier? Die Tür zu einem Büro. Ist natürlich auch abgeschlossen. Da ein Board. Oh, hier passiert was. Das oh.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am.
Nein, ich bin
Do
das
you
nicht.
mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air. Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time. You have no idea what I've been through.
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
Nee, nicht so wirklich.
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
Ja. Wollen wir denn jetzt ehrlich zu ihm sein oder nicht? Ich lebe allein, das ist auch gut so. Ja, die Katze. Wir haben eine Katze, ne? Wir haben eine Wohnung gemietet. Sie ist meistens echt eigentlich lebe allein, das ist auch gut so. Ja, ich mag ja keine Menschen, ne?
I live on my own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
Ist sie denn... Haben wir das alles erfahren oder habe ich das vergessen? Ich bin arbeitslos.
I'm between jobs at the moment. I'll find something soon. But it's been difficult. I didn't feel that great. I felt weak and powerless and tired most of the time. I felt really awfully tired.
Typical depression symptoms. We can give you something for that. You'll feel stronger and motivated.
I admire your faith in modern medication, Doctor. I hope you're right.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
Müsli, Tasse Tee, Zeitung. Mich dazu bringen, die Augen zu öffnen. Das beantworte ich ehrlich, so wie ich es auch im richtigen Leben tue.
I drink strong coffee and smoke on the balcony. I know it's not a great start for the day, but it's one of my little pleasures in life that I find very hard to say no to.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Ja, ich denke schon.
Yeah, I suppose. It's not really about safety. I've just felt sad for a long time now. Really sad, you know? Somehow it brings me down even more when I go out and see all those happy, successful people. It makes me feel more like a failure. If I don't see it, it doesn't hurt that much.
What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
Was wäre schön im Leben? Wie beantworten wir das? Mehr Geld, ein guter Freund. Ich sehe besser aus. Nee, das ist nicht so wichtig. Das halte ich für völlig überflüssig. Das beantworte ich auch wieder. Etwas, für das es sich zu kämpfen lohnt.
Something to fight for, you know? A reason to go on.
There's always a reason to live. Sometimes we just don't see it that clearly.
Genau.
Well, Doctor, I must have gone all blind then, because I can't see any.
Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
No, I'm not sure it's a good idea. Especially the group therapy thing. I'd hate it.
You should at least give it a go first, and then decide. If you don't like it, we can think of something else, yeah?
If you insist. But I doubt it'll help.
Do you have problems sleeping?
Hat sie?
Every night. I take pills for that. There aren't any left now, though.
In the light of recent events, I think you should stay off those pills for a while. I suggest you drink some hot milk before bed instead. Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
Wie fühle ich mich? Gut? Besser als vor dem Unfall? Das wäre eigentlich gelogen.
I feel like the whole world is against me.
Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Konzentrieren. Nö, das geht eigentlich.
No, not really.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
Only sometimes.
I'd suggest you don't consume any alcohol at all for a while. Does that sound like something you can do?
Yeah, sure. I'm not a big drinker anyway.
Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
Ja. Das wissen wir, dass sie das häufig tut.
Yes, I think about it often. I suppose not. but I'm sure lots of people have times when they do think about it. Still, it won't just go away that easily. I need more time. I need to think it through. I need to find my peace with the world, I guess.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
Nothing was making me happy anymore. There wasn't a single thing that would bring a smile to my face. I kept thinking, won't it be better if I just disappear? I really tried to find something. Took a long bath, picked up a book, watched some television, but I just couldn't get into anything. All those things seemed like worthless distractions, and I myself felt obsolete, needless. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Sometimes, when I feel really low, I used to think everyone would be happier without me. But I guess people don't really care. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
Tja, das wissen wir. Arbeit hat mich mal glücklich gemacht. Es sind die Katzen. Das sind die einzigen Freunde, das wissen wir noch.
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
Ich hasse es, wenn es regnet. Lärm, die Leute, Einsamkeit. Schwer zu sagen, ja.
It's hard to say. It could be anything. Sometimes it could be just little things. The way my hair looks, shoes I can't find, when I run out of milk. I get angry with myself for being clumsy, for not being able to cheer up and just get on with things, like everyone else.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
Haben wir darüber nachgedacht schon? War das schon mal? Ich habe wieder eine Pause nach der ersten Session gemacht, wo wir so viel geredet haben.
Oh, I never really thought about that. But I guess it would be a cheap one. I don't really know what they do with people like me. Maybe they just throw us in a hole and forget about it, since there'd be nobody to visit my grave anyway.
I don't think so, Susan. The city would pay for it.
Or so they want people to believe.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important.
Wie bitte?
What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
Wir haben einen Ehemann. Ich möchte nicht drüber reden. Kann ich nach Hause gehen? Da gibt es nichts zu reden. Es wird spät. Kann ich mich an Eric erinnern? Hat sie was von Eric jemals erzählt?
I don't really want to talk about this.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you.
Das hast du gerade schon mal
What
gesagt.
exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
Okay, Rückblende zur Schwester.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
Was?
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
Oh, Spiel im Spiel.
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Geil, schön gemacht.
Hurry.
Das finde ich richtig gut. So richtig
Wait
gut.
for me. Tell me what's going on here.
Ich spiele ja etwas, was schon passiert ist, ne?
The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute.
Okay, soll ich jetzt wirklich vorgehen? Okay.
Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
Was zur Hölle? Kann ich mit ihr reden? Nee, kann ich nicht. Hier waren wir schon. Sie ist nicht mehr hinter mir. Warum nicht?
I think I can hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way.
Okay. Was zur Hölle passiert hier? Oder beziehungsweise, was ist hier passiert? Wir wissen ja, dass das hier schon in der Vergangenheit passiert ist. Wir erzählen über unsere Vergangenheit. Es ist echt strange, dieses Spiel, ganz ehrlich.
Turn left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
Warum? Warum sollten wir das wollen? Da bin ich. Knopf. Ich kann immer noch nicht mit dir reden. Okay, benutzen wir den Aufzug. Kann ich den Knopf nochmal benutzen? Ne. Ich dachte, ich könnte ihn wieder wegschicken und dann würde irgendwas passieren.